there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mels Gaming here with yet another incredibly special The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, you'll know that I had just gotten my fourth Great One Wolf. It was a Fabled twin soul, and I said in that video, as soon as I'd finished recording and uploaded that video, that I was coming straight back to YUKON to continue grinding, because I was getting so many level 9s, and things were just popping off. Well, literally, I don't know, an hour or two after I got back on the grind on YUKON, this guy spawned into the exact same pack that the Fabled Twin Soul had come from. That is another Great One Wolf, which is just insane. And there I was trying to work out what fur it actually is. Like, I was trying to move the binos around to see if I could get a better look at the fur. To start off with, I wasn't sure if it was another battle thorn, and then I was like, it doesn't look like the battle thorn. Is it hollow? It doesn't have the white feet. You know, I then said, is it maybe the Scarborn? But it just didn't look right for the Scarborn, and I was like, what fur actually is this? Because it didn't look right for any of them. When I realised that it's actually the Fabled Gravehide, which, when we saw all the concepts, the Fabled Gravehide was my top favourite out of any of the furs. That was the fur I really wanted. But the thing that then got me was when I was seeing people's pictures and people talking about it, was that people said, and it seemed from all the pictures, that the Fabled Gravehide actually had black eyes, not white eyes like it did in the concept. And I just felt like the white eyes gave it another layer, and I thought it made it a bit cooler, and so it kind of dropped down the rankings a little bit for me. But then, here at night, I could very clearly see those skeletal markings and glowing white eyes. Now, I was super excited to get to see this fur for myself. And one of the first things I noticed upon getting some of the close-up footage that we're going to get of this guy during this video, which is all going to be aggressive footage again, because like I said in yesterday's video, you know, he's in the same pack as where the Twin Soul was, and that pack's, like, zones are all in thick brush, so basically the best way to get any kind of up-close footage of them is as they're aggressive, basically. And, I mean, the views that this guy gave us are insane, but look at the eyes. They're a silvery white coloration. Now, this is literally the first time I had actually seen enough detail of this wolf in-game to be able to see that. And I just immediately, this thing flew back up the rankings for me. This is, once again, one of my top favourite furs. Like, it's so cool. Now, we did get a few daytime pictures and stuff, as you will have seen, but I decided this guy, he looks like an undead wolf, right? That's like the whole vibe. Same as like the hollow, with those white eyes. And I figured that this guy would probably look a lot cooler at night with those crazy skeleton markings, glowing white eyes. So most of this video actually takes part at night, because it was just so much more atmospheric to have this guy attacking at night. Like, it just felt right. Sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes things feel much better in the day. You know, a lot of Great Ones look better and stuff during the day, but this particular fur I felt suited nighttime way better. Now, I was just getting absolutely mauled by this pack, so you'll see the amount of medkits I go through. I actually need to restock on medkits from filming these Great One Wolves, because, wow, they have destroyed my health while I've been doing this, but it's so worth it. I mean, look at this guy. Absolutely insane. Like, the skull marking on his face, and then you've got, like, a spine marking along his back, and then rib markings, and the front paws are white. Like, this guy is just seriously cool. And like I said, it was always one of my favourite furs. I just thought that there was a difference between the concept art and what had actually happened in-game, like that they had changed the colour of the eyes, because everyone that I had heard speak about it said, yeah, it's got like black colour eyes. And all the pictures I had seen, it looked like it had black eyes, but they are actually a silver white, which is just so cool. And I know I've already said that, but it was such an important factor for me of seeing this fur for myself. And this is one of the reasons why I love doing this kind of thing. Because, you know, it would have been so easy to just shoot in there in that drink zone as he was stood there like 150 meters away. But would we get to see all this detail? No. This is why this is so cool. And this guy is just absolutely epic. He really is like undead. And I really, really, really hope we get a multi-mount where you can have more than one male wolf in the future. Because this guy with like a melanistic male, or if I could ever get the hollow, you know, imagine a hollow Great One Wolf and this Fabled Gravehide, like fighting or something. There's just so many options. I really, really hope that we do get a multi-mount that features 2 male wolves. But this guy's just epic. Honestly, he's probably my favourite out of all of the Great One Wolves I've had so far now. Like I said, Gravehide was kind of in the mid-rankings for me of favourite furs, but it's so much higher up now I've seen it in person. It's actually incredible. And I will say, I did start grinding for number 6 as soon as this guy had been harvested and everything. I did carry on grinding for number 6. Took a bit of a break last night and went and played some Dead by Daylight and stuff as well. But, you know, I did carry on grinding, and that's exactly what I'm going to do tonight. Let's just go back and grind. And, you know, I had a couple of people saying, oh, you're so lucky, there's got to be a secret to this. And it's like, not really. Out of the people that I've seen grinding, my grinds have been quite unlucky, like, way into the thousands for most of my Great One Wolves. This was an extremely short grind, but the thing is, I have been doing anywhere between 12 and 17 hours a day. 17 is the record, as far as I know so far. But when you're putting in that much work, herd managing, grinding, finding all your zones, and just work, grind, killing thousands and thousands of these things, eventually it does happen. There's a quote that goes something like, the harder I work, the luckier I seem to get. And that's definitely the thing with me in Great Ones, is I just don't give up. I just keep going. And it might only appear like, oh, it's been a day or 2 days, but in that 2 days I could have done, like, literally 2 days worth of 12 hours of grinding, which is a lot, and that you can imagine that's a lot of kills in between. I mean, that one day that I did 17 hours, I got nothing. Absolutely nothing in 17 hours, which is quite a long span of time, really. So, yeah, that's all I've been doing. And no, wolves aren't attracted to the feeders. I had someone ask about that. They don't go to any of the feeders that we have in-game, which I wish they did. It would make certain things a lot easier, including, like, some of the filming and photography aspects. But it's literally just pure, simple, going from pack to pack to pack, shooting the biggest ones out of each pack that that actually have big ones left in at this point. Anything that's in that minimum sort of weight range, I think it's 40 something kilos to 55, something like that, I leave. And that's like generally like really small 5s and below, and everything else I'm shooting. And that's as simple as it is. I've really worked on herd managing these guys, and it's been a lot of kills and a lot of work. And now it's all finally paying off, which is amazing. It's a great feeling. But finally it is time to take this guy. I was happy with all the pictures and stuff we got of him, both in the daylight and at night. And we are just going to take this one with a rifle. We are going to use the frost again. I just wanted a nice simple kill with this guy after the stress of the twin soul yesterday. So we managed to get a nice clean lung shot there while he's aggressive. I still wanted to do it while he was aggressive and at night, because I still felt like this is the coolest way to see this particular Great One. Like, it's just such a nighttime orientated sort of themed fur, I feel. It's like a Halloween spooky kind of skin. Now, while I was trying to have a closer look at the detail in like his face there, I noticed we were still getting attacked. There is 2 packs that use this particular zone that we're at, which is actually his drink zone. you can see I've got a tent there. I moved my tent closer because quite often if you have a tent really, really close, when you spawn in, the wolves will then go aggressive. I learned that as a tip from various other people that were hunting the Great One wolves. So when I've been trying to get them to go aggressive, that's something that's helped. But I just ran to the water because, again, if you don't know that, if you're being attacked by an aggressive animal, doesn't matter what species, moose, bison, wolves, if you go in the water, they'll stop attacking you. So I ran into the water, then ran back, and we claim our fabled Gravehide. We get to hear the Great One music again, and just admire this absolutely incredible, amazing looking animal. I mean, just, he's so cool! Like, he's so cool. Literally a living skeleton. Like, that's how I see it. And Gravehide is such a cool name. Like, I remember seeing the names and I was like, that is so badass. That I just wanted it straight away. And it has always been, like, on the top end of the furs that I wanted. But like I said, because I didn't think it had the cool sort of silvery white eyes, it dropped down the rankings. But now it's, like, way up at the top, like, near the top for me. Like, it's in that top few that I just can't pick between. Because, wow. It's so cool. Like, the markings and everything on him. He's so awesome. So awesome. That's just an incredible looking animal. Incredible looking. And we got him obviously with the aggressive pose in the harvest screen. I'm just thrilled to bits. Honestly, I am thrilled to bits. Like I said, this is like the result of so much work. So much work. Having all of these trophies now starting to appear. And, you know, I'm getting, like, normally 3-4 level 9s a run now. It seems to be fairly consistent. So, again, I'm just going to keep going. As I said in yesterday's video, just going to keep going until any kind of new content releases. We're expecting a new map before the end of the year, according to what we saw at the end of last year with the winter preview. They said 2 maps in 2025. We've obviously had 1. And we're getting close to the end of 2025, so I imagine it won't be far off before we get, a new map. And we've got that Trophy Lodge update as well. It's just so exciting. But until any new content drops, I'm keeping focused with the wolves. There's still furs that I really want to get, like the Razorwind, the Scarborn, the Hollow. Like, there's still, out of the ones I'm missing, I really like some of them, so I'd really like to get them. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep grinding wolves, and we'll see what else pops up. I've put in all the work, so now's the time to really just keep going with it and see what we can get to spawn, I think. You know, this is just the best bit. This is all the hard work paying off is always the best bit. And just what an incredible animal. That was so cool. I love his black nose as well against the white mask on his face. Just an incredible looking wolf. Absolutely incredible. But that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. We've had like 3 consecutive days of just insane videos. A super rare, then yesterday the Fabled Twin Soul, and then today, Fabled Gravehide. Who knows what might happen tonight? Maybe nothing. Maybe we'll get another super rare or another great one. Who knows? But whatever happens, I will of course record it and it will get turned into a video. But that is going to be it for this one. So thank you all so much for all your amazing support as always. You guys are just fantastic and I love getting to read through all of your comments. So thank you so much for just everything you do. But that is going to be it from me. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.